choices that we have in life, and how that you are not limited by your circumstances, but you're limited by your imagination, and you're limited by the choices the options that you give yourself. And so if you limit your imagination and you don't think that there is a possibility of a choice and a change in life, then that is your limitation and you don't go for it about that. So reimagine your life is like, every weekend in my column, I throw up questions, encouraging people to think about issues, think about circumstances in their life that they may be pushing to the back of their minds and not really giving much thought to. I don't give solutions. I don't give a direction to the choices that you should make. I throw up the questions and I talk about the issue. Because how can a columnist give, suggest a choice or suggest something to people to do? Since everybody's circumstances are so different and everybody's perspectives about life and about events is so different. The only thing that I do is prompt people to think and rethink. Are you happy with your life the way it is? Are you evolving? Because I think it's very important to keep evolving, and if you are something today, to being able to say a year later, what have I achieved in this 1 year? What have I become? What direction have I taken which makes me a better person and a better achiever this year than I was last year? So are you able to answer that question for yourself? Am I better at my relationships? Am I a better people manager? Am I better at everything, whether it is personally or professionally? And how can you do that? You can only do that when you give yourself that space and that time to examine and re-examine your life. To give yourself that quiet space to sit and allow the inner workings of your mind and your soul to take over. And I've often seen that this is the time when, which I think are the perfect moments of your life. The perfect moments are created when you're sitting quietly all by yourself and you just go into a kind of a trance and you allow the inner workings of your mind to take over. And that's the time all creative ideas come to us. That's the time we really, the things that we've been worrying about, thinking about, they suddenly emerge and suffuse your mind and yourself. And you think about what are the things that you can do, the next steps that you need to take to be able to bring some more inspiration and happiness to yourself.
And the butterflies on the cover page?
Butterflies always, they symbolize a new beginning, they symbolize beauty, they symbolize the coming out of the chrysalis and fluttering away into life. So happiness, freedom of thought, of imagination.
So should we say that Vinita reimagines her life every week?
Not every week, that would be too much. But yes, I very often, not just reimagine, but I shake up my life. Like you remember that, and remember in childhood there used to be this kind of book which you shake up and it just takes on different images and different. I don't know if in your childhood it was, at least in my childhood it was. So there was this very simple toy that you shake it up and there were bits of broken bangle in it, and the pieces would rearrange themselves into some kind of a pattern. And then you shake it again and the pattern would change. So I always think of my life like that, like a kaleidoscope, and it has to change. It has to, the patterns have to keep re-emerging. And that's what I try to do through my columns also. Keep encouraging readers to break the patterns of their thought, break the patterns of life, and to think about and imagine a new pattern and a new shape emerging. There has to be some disruptive thinking in order to move ahead. Otherwise, there's always the danger of settling into whatever you're doing and being contented and complacent. So I would rather that we were dissatisfied with whatever, after some time with whatever you've done, because you want to move ahead and you want to do something better.
Thank you. So a writer, a management professional, an entrepreneur and a bureaucrat's wife, what exactly, which role would define you the best? And which one do you enjoy doing the most?
I just enjoy being myself the most, really, and just being me and the way I am, and trying to do the best that I can by all the people in my life and all the opportunities and the things that you keep doing around. Like I often say that if you stand, you go to your children's school and for a PTA meeting, you're their mother. You, when I'm with my husband, I'm his wife, and in office, I'm editor with the Times of India. So when you stand in front of the mirror and you look at yourself, and that is when you ask yourself, who am I? Who am I really? And that is a very big question for all of us. And the answer to which I think is very, very important to find. A lot of my colleagues deal with that. Again, like I said, I don't give any answers because how can I? How can I give answers for millions of people and telling them who they are? That's something for them to find out. But I do give directions and I do give indications of how you can do that. Again, you have to retreat within yourself and you have to ask yourself the questions like, what is it that I really enjoy doing? So for myself, the answer has always been that, I love it when I'm writing. I love it when I get lost in my own imaginings and thinking. I love it when I get lost in imagination and thinking of other intelligent and creative people. I think all of us should do that, partake of the creativity and the intelligence of other people, be it in movies, be it in books, be it in artistic content, be it in conversations, coming to a festival like this and hearing people talk. It's very important because you pick up ideas and you pick up inspiration, and then you adopt that and adapt it to the kind of life that you are living and you're thinking, and that all that really adds to your existence. I love doing all of that.
If I just read the topics that you've written on, things are very, very simple, like what are you looking forward to? How do you know you are right? You cannot be anyone but you. From where do these thoughts come and what triggers ozone is what I would like to know.
Yeah, that's a very interesting question and I get this asked quite often. Initially when ozone started, quite honestly, I didn't even know what this column is going to be all about, and I just thought, okay, I need to start a column, let me start a column. Years before that I had written a column on fashion, and after that I started writing a column which was a high society column, and that's what became page 3 later. And then I wrote on relationships. Then I took a long break when I was not writing. And then one day I just decided, okay, I have to start my column again. And I had no idea what I'm going to be writing on. So I just started this column. A lot of people ask me, why do you call it ozone? Again, there was really no great thinking to it. There's a long list of ideas of what I'm going to be calling the column. And ozone, there's a dash between O and zone, if you notice. So I kept it thinking that, okay, if it turns out to be a naughty column, it's still ozone. And if it turns out to be a column where you're talking about life and relationships and where you take your life from now on, then again, it's the protective layer ozone. So it veered towards the second idea more, really. But the column itself, when I started off, it really, when the second or the third column probably started taking direction already. I think I was inspired, and as I keep saying, my column is my guru. It's my column that has led me along paths and taught me a different way of looking at life. So it's something that I'm very grateful for, because every weekend when my column comes out and people say, okay, I'm able to relate to it, and this is exactly what I was thinking of. This is very surprising. A lot of people tell me that this is what I was going through and I was thinking of, and I had this problem, and your column answered, gave a response to me. I feel at that point that there obviously is an energy which is much higher than me or mine, which is working through me for this column. And ozone itself talks about, sorry, what was your question which you started off with?
I wanted to know what triggered ozone.
Okay, the ideas that come for ozone, yes, of course. So it's the ideas for writing, what I write come from, it could come from everyday conversations that I have with people, it could come from a movie I watched, sometimes even a word may trigger it off, a sentence. Most of the time they come when I'm sitting in the car and just, going to office and thinking, and some idea pops up. It comes from everyday situations and reality, and the questions that I face in my life, whether in my relationships or my work or my interactions with people. So instead of lashing back at anything or being, reactive, I try to internalize it, think about it, and then think of how I can put it forth, how I can express it. And sometimes that helps a lot because even if I have to give out a message to my husband, for instance, I can do a relationship scholar. And he'll read it and he'll understand. It's about interestingly, a lot of other people started relating to that. And then that is when I understood that anything that I'm going through, anything I am worried about or thinking about, is not something that is just my worry or my thought. It's something that I've shared with so many people out there. And everyone is able to, and that is one of the biggest blessings of, has been one of the biggest blessings of this college, that it taught me the connection that we all share. How connected we are, how our thinking is alike, how our imagination, our ideas, our ideals, everything is so connected. And that gives you a very reassuring feeling to be able to know that you are connected to other people, your thoughts, your ideas are the same as others. And I think that is the role that my college plays.
As I've what I've understood, you really like writing about relationships, even if it is communicating with your husband. I read in one of your blogs that love is something which is very, very important, and you mentioned better love. So I would want to know what love actually is to you, and what is your idea of better love? Have you experienced it?
See, love is of course of various kinds. There's that romantic love which suffuses your entire life, and when you fall in love, you imagine this is it and there's nothing else beyond it. And all your senses take over and you can't think beyond. But that kind of romantic love comes with an expiry date. It has to end because you cannot be in that state forever. You just cannot. It's not physically possible to be in that state. To move on in life, you have to get out of that state. And that kind of romantic love, I think you can have with several people in your life. Because it will only last for a short while and then move on. A lot of people think about this, can we be in love with the same person at the same time? I would say you cannot be in the same kind of love with more than one. You can't be in romantic love with more than one person at the same time. But at various points in life, yes, why not? You can be. But real love and better love, of course, is the kinds where you move on from there and you accept the other person as you would accept yourself. And someone who you are closely associated with, related with, be someone who you believe and you trust in. It's very difficult to, you need to be totally fearless to be able to trust another person. You need to be fearless to be able to love another person in that way. Because you're exposing your vulnerabilities in a love that is that deep. And you're laying yourself open to the other person. And when you love like that, when you're able to allow another person to see all the chinks in your armor, all the good and the bad within you, and not feel that the person will love you less for it, and you accept and you feel accepted back, that to me is true love. You have it with your children. At least when they're small, they get up and they start criticizing you, that's another matter. But they still love you, and you love them back. So true love does not mean you don't criticize each other, you don't dislike each other at certain times. I think it's very important to understand you cannot love all of another person, nor can you completely be loved by another person. There will be things in your best loved person in your life which you hate. There will be certain characteristics you hate. And then you start feeling guilty, oh, I love this man, but why am I hating him at this moment? Because that hate is also part of that love. But there comes a time when you're able to understand that it is not love or hate as much as it is acceptance. Accepting the person as you accept yourself. I love myself, I hate myself. So what if I love and hate the other individual as well? He is mine and I am his.
And yes, love does lead to happiness. Believe in that, truly. You just mentioned chasing the armor, and another blog of yours talks about why are people so complex. I would definitely like you to read, something from the book. Okay, I'll read it out.
many people here think about, love in the same way as I spoke about it? Do you agree with that?
Yes.
Yes, you do.
So the loud yes.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to read out something that person wants me to read. And so this is why are people so complex? Most people are complicated. They have layers within layers. If you ever come across the few uncomplicated souls, those who really are what they seem, value and cherish them. Dealing with the rest is like negotiating daily human landmines. You never know which misstep may set them off. I am fine with people who confront others with an issue and seek clarification or a solution. I am also fine with those who dislike another person openly. That's honest. The ones I am most wary of are those who, pretending to be friends, are actually looking for chinks in your armor to exploit your vulnerabilities. The other type that worry me are the insecure people because they lack self-confidence and are perpetually seeking to push others in the face of danger.
Complexity is something that even my daughter would kind of relate to. So this is something which caters to a very wider audience, which is why I wanted you to read this out and explain as to why people are complex and how to deal with complex people.
Is your daughter here?
Right there.
Okay. Hi. So, ultimately, we have all kinds of people around us, and this is a lesson that I also learned late in life, that you cannot change other people. They will be what they are, they remain what they are. The only person you can change is yourself.